stay safe, everyone. My name is Ashley, but all of my friends call me Ash. And yeah, go ahead, make all the Pokemon jokes you want. I've heard them all. Apologies for the lengthy story, but at the time all this went down when I was 12. We lived in the upper Midwest in a small city that only had about 669 people, mostly retirees and older folk and the like. I've watched a lot of people come and go, some by moving out, and some by the Grim Reaper's cold hands, and of course the creepy neighbor that I had to deal with for the last 8 years. I don't even think the Grim Reaper would want to touch him with a 90-foot pole. My neighbor henceforth shall be known as Arthur, which is not his real name. Arthur was around 40. He had blonde hair with the most intense icy blue eyes that I'd ever seen in my life. It was like someone had carved chunks of ice right into his eyeballs and then put them into him. If it wasn't for the fact that he was mega weird and for what he did, honestly, he'd be like someone's really hot dad that you hear about in those semi-cringe covers of the fan parody of Stacy's mom called Stacy's Dad. He was married and he had 3 kids, one of whom I was friends with, and we'll call her Jackie. So one day Jackie and I were at her house playing Mario Kart, and Arthur walks into the living room and he starts to yell at Jackie about having the volume up way too loud, while her brother Max was napping. He stops mid-yell when he then sees me turning the volume down. I look at him and I then say, "Sorry sir, we'll try and keep it down. Sorry again for that." He looks me up and down, and I kind of just blush since I'm wearing my favorite tank top that I made myself, and jean shorts. He then turns and says to me, "You like WWE?" I said that I did, and he asked me which wrestler is my favorite. I told him that it was AJ Styles, since I made my tank top from a duplicate short sleeve shirt that I'd gotten for Christmas. He smiles, and he then says, "You know, maybe you can stay the night. It is a Friday night after all, and he may be wrestling in a match tonight on SmackDown. We can watch it together." I politely declined, and I said I had to go. Jackie gave me a weird look, but I said my goodbyes and headed for the door. Suddenly, I then heard Arthur say behind me, "Don't I get a goodbye?" I just exited and ran all the way to my house, which was 2 streets down. About a week went by, and the next Friday after school, I had found a strange package on our porch stoop, and it had my name on it. It didn't look like the Amazon boxes my mom would get from time to time. No, it was just an ordinary cardboard mailer box with my name on it. It had my name in Sharpie, and no return address or any indication of who sent it. I'd showed it to my mom when she got home from work, and she told me to open it to see what it had inside. I did, and inside was an autographed 8x10 picture of AJ Styles and another shirt. This was the black and red Phenomenal Forever shirt like the one he wore while on Monday Night Raw while competing for the USA title. It was similar to the blue one in my custom tank top. I was floored by this. I then noticed a folded piece of printed paper with my name on it. I then opened it, and it read, "I hope you like the gift, sweetie. Hopefully we can meet sometime," and a little heart written in red pen. I was confused and a little bit creeped out.